Now then, tender for the fundraising. It's on the website there. Could you tell us what's going on there then?
Well, time flies because Jim Dowson and the Midas Consultancy have been doing that job. Actually, if you look at the job description, it's several jobs. It's a fantastic amount of work. It's not just fundraising. It's also the whole management advice, saving us money and so on. And over the 3 years, Jim Dowson has done a fantastic job in all sorts of ways. Not just fundraising, and everyone's seen the appeal letters and so on. Those have worked. They've they won us 3 successive sets of elections, including particularly the European elections. They did fantastic work for us on those. But all the other work that Jim's also done, we've looked at it. The 3 years is virtually up. And by mutual agreement on perfectly good terms, we're not going to be renewing that contract. On the fundraising side, we're going to have to scale it back to an extent because the times are so hard with the cuts being imposed by the condemned government and so on that it simply isn't sustainable on the scale that it has been working at. Jim's advice on cost cutting and so on has been hugely effective. So the party will function. We've got, other than the Welsh and Scottish Assembly elections next year, we've got no major election next year, presumably. The year after that, we've got the London Assembly elections. We haven't got major, really big scale, full-on national elections for a couple of years. So I anticipate something of a scaling back of the fundraising operation. That'll only really work if we have a lot more coordinated effort, and this is the next thing we're moving on to, from the groups and branches, getting around to see follow-ups, signing people up. As you know, if you do it, it's easy to sign people up. If we wait for them to come to us, just send them an information pack, it's very, very difficult. So we're going to put a lot of effort now into building the apparatus to raise money, to bring people in, rather than asking people for money all the time, because that model isn't going to be sustainable in the hard times we've got. I know it's interesting. Normally, if I go round a strange supermarket or street or whatever, people just stop me and say hello, shake my hand. The last couple of days, I was in Liverpool earlier on today, 2 people in the same shop asking me, what do you think about the budget? It's on absolutely everybody's lips, everybody's thinking about it. An interesting thing, everybody is saying, we understand the need for cuts because the last government made such a mess, but everyone's saying, but the foreign aid, what are they doing? Increasing the foreign aid budget by, was it £3.7 billion a year, when they're cutting everything in Britain. I think that's a future petition for us, as a matter of fact. It's something that we can campaign on very effectively, but there's hard times, really hard times coming. So it's up for tender for helping on managing the party and fundraising. That huge list of jobs has been done by Jim Dowson and the Midas Consultancy. We'll see now who else comes forward. Some of it perhaps we can bring in-house because we now know what to do. But it's a serious tender offer out there, and I hope that we get various people coming back and saying, well, here's what I can do. And just because they say, here's what I can do, we're going to want to prove it. But we'll see how it goes.
Excellent. Great news. Now,